Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions. Sorry, I was distracted by a text just as I was doing the intro. Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. Hello. I should, if I was more professional, I would take two. But you know what? Hey, I don't get paid for this. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining me. For this episode, I will be doing a playtest of my latest Buffy scenario. I'm currently my Buffy project, which is to put Buffy into Marvel Champions. Each season will be represented by a scenario. So this one I'm up to season 5. I didn't do them like in sequence. I did them as the ideas came to me. So I've already done 1, 4, and 7. So this is 5, which is Glory, obviously. If you just a heads up, if you're hearing a humming, buzzing noise in the background, that is the aircon. It is currently 39 degrees Celsius where I am, and normally I would turn the aircon off for streaming so you don't hear that noise in the background. But you know what? I'm not doing that because I don't like being a ball of sweat when it's all done. So it was like 44 or something yesterday. It's 39 today, and it's going to be 44 again or something tomorrow. So the aircon ain't going off. So, sorry about that. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to be playing Buffy, obviously. Makes the most sense to use Buffy. This is Season 5 Glory. Glorificus. I've had a couple of playtest games before the stream, and I've got some concerns. So I'm just going to run through it again, and then as part of the stream, of course, I'll have the recording, and then I'll put that up, and if there's any feedback, we'll do that. My main concern is I don't think she's very hard. I just don't think she's very difficult, especially against Buffy. Maybe Buffy's OP. Maybe that's the problem. So yeah, not too sure, but she doesn't put up much of a challenge. So maybe I've over-geared the mechanics a bit. My worry, though, is that if I make her any stronger, she'll be like Thanos level, which I guess is not necessarily a bad thing. So, I don't know. Let's run through it, see what happens. Maybe I do need to bump her up a bit. But anyway, she comes in with toughness. She's a 1-4. Which is why I tried to make her a little scary. She hits for 4. This is stage 1. She hits for 4 in stage 1. She doesn't muck around. She is a god. So yeah, she's not playing around. 1-4 toughness. Glorificus' attacks gain overkill, so jump blocking is pretty scary. She has an ability, a mechanic called after Glorificus receives 7 or more damage from a single attack, you flip her. And that is because if she takes too much damage, she gets basically stunned into her human alter ego, who is Ben Wilkinson, who is the human mortal shell that she's trapped in. And that's the whole point of her scheme during the season, is to essentially escape the hell that is Earth, the Earth dimension. Our dimension is what she considers hell, so she can go back to her home dimension, which really is hell. And then become a goddess again. So she's trapped in this human vessel called Ben. Now, interestingly enough, I have not once ever gone into Ben form. So to get into Ben form, she has to do 7 or more attack, which is a lot, and is thematically true to the show. But I've never triggered it ever. So I don't know. I might have to lower it, maybe, so that does trigger every now and again. I think I have to lower it to make it fun. Thematically fine, but sometimes fun trumps the theme, right? She has an attachment that is a permanent setup per one. Kaj is on. What a nice way to wake up into one of Havoc streams. Thank you, Kaj. I appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you have a good day. It's a setup permanent attachment, and you attach to the villain. When Glorificus would activate. Remove 1 mental energy counter here. If this cannot occur, cancel that activation and place 1 mental energy counter here. That's meant to represent the thing during the show where she drains people's brains, the mental energy from their brains, and turns them into not necessarily brain dead, but they become kind of zombie like, and that's what replenishes her. So she being stuck in mortal form is actually starting to screw around with her. So every time the more she exerts herself, the more energy she needs to drain. Force response: after Glorificus damages a character, place a mental energy counter here. So that's meant to represent, when she touches you and she gets her energy counters. She comes with 2 modules, Dracula and the Knights of Byzantium. The Knights of Byzantium are a group of, crusader knights that are trying to kill her to find the key so they can destroy it and to therefore then kill her. And Dracula is the very first episode of season 5 is Buffy versus Dracula, where they introduced, of course, Dracula to the Buffy universe. It's not a very good episode, to be honest with you, but I thought it was too good an opportunity to have Dracula in the game, and he actually does become much more interesting as a character in the comics. That's one of the good things about the comics. The show continues on in comic form, seasons 8, 9, and 10. It becomes much more interesting in those. Very, very cool. Becomes a pretty major player. And you also include the Hellmouth as well. So there's 42. There's a set-aside card called The Gift, which is the final episode, which comes into play in Stage 2. And again, in my previous playtests, I've never gotten to Stage 2. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can try and sugar it. Because I haven't seen most of the cool mechanics. Actually, you know what? Let's go straight into Expert. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Let's go into Expert. See what happens. 22. So like I said, I've played a few games and it hasn't been a problem. So let's go into Expert, see what happens. Okay, so contents, I've already done that. Setup. Set aside the gift side scheme. Attach the mental instability attachment to Glorificus. And place 1 per player. 1 plus 1 per player mental energy counters on it. So she starts with 2. Find the key. Glory's goal is simple. Find and destroy the key and escape this horrendous mortal realm. She has unleashed her many minions to accomplish this. Sorry about that. Kaz, it's minus 9 degrees Celsius here. Oh, awesome. Hope you're nice and warm. Ashwell Jackson, about to hop in the shower, so I'm going to be out of the stream for a bit, but I'll be back. Okay, no problem. Have a good one. Thank you, Jackson. Okay, so now straight away you'll notice that there is actually no threshold on here. Doesn't start with any threat. There is no threshold on here, but it does have a 1 per person as it goes up. So force response. If there are at least 4 clue counters here, advance to stage 2A. So that triggers when you do stage 1. I think I actually need to have the text when doing stage 1 of the villain phase, blah, 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 blah. But I ran out of space, and I thought it's fairly obvious. Everybody knows what this means. So if I can get away with it, I will. If I need to add it, I guess I'll have to find a way. I might just get rid of the blurb. Force interrupt. When threat will be placed here... Oh, did I read the blurb at the start? Glory! Real name Glorificus, a goddess from our dimension. Has been banished to our dimension and cursed to occupy our mortal shell. She's not happy about it. Force response. Yeah, at least 4 clue counters. Now, the clue counters are given by her minions. She has like a bunch of demon minions that do stuff for her. They're like the comedy relief of the season. And when they're defeated, they give a clue counter. Because that's what they do. They're out and about in the world trying to find the key. Force interrupt. When threat will be placed here, instead, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of threat that would have been placed and put any minions discarded this way into play engaged with the first player. Now, at first glance, that sounds pretty scary. But in practice, it really isn't. So, let's see what happens. So toughness, overkill. After Glorificus attacks, give her a tough status card, and then the receives damage. This one is 8, so I might have to bump that down. I think that's everything. Shuffle. So there's no cheating, and let's rock. Alright. Not a bad start with Iliara, but I don't have... I don't want to give up Slayer training, and there's no point playing Iliara if you don't have a wild resource. Just absolutely none. So I'm gonna discard her in order to get some different cards. So 3. Right. Okay. Not a bad start. Riley and Dawn, 2 of my supports in one go. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's do it. Genius and game time will give me Wesley. Wesley will give me 2 cards. Okay, that's good. That is a good start. Energy will give me Dawn. Dawn will give me 2 hit points. Wesley will knock her tough off. And then Slayer Kick will give me Slayer Training. I'm actually going to stay down. Because if I stay down, all that will happen is she will scheme. And then I'll get some minions. But that's fine. Buffy doesn't really care about minions. She can take out minions. So I'm going to stay down, get some more cards. Let's see what happens. See if we can do some stuff. Okay, so there's... Ooh, you know what? I could actually... I could get Iliara out, use and make the call. I can make the call to get Iliara, use power leadership, get her in play. I might actually do that, to be honest. Alright, so... The threat would go on here, but instead we discard the top card. And if it's a minion, put it into play. It's not. Cool. She then activates. She schemes for 2. 1 + 1. Oh, we have to reduce a thing whenever she activates. So 1 + 1 is 2. We would, instead of putting 3 on there, we now discard top 2 cards. Card, neither of them are minions. Encounter card. Soldiers of God. When revealed, each knight of Byzantium minion attacks the hero engaged with. If no attacks were made this way, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a knight. Or should just say a knight of Byzantium minion. Put into play, engage with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. Do I have one in here? No. Alright, I'll go search for one. I'll grab Dante because he has quick strike, which won't trigger obviously because... I mean, I'll trigger mode, so good opportunity to get him. Shuffle, so he quick strike triggers, but doesn't happen. Back to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that works. I can back the call power leadership, and it would still double the amount of resources. So I'm just going to quickly look that up and make sure that's actually true so that I'm not cheating. Yeah, so as long as it matches the aspect of the ally. Okay, cool. Sweet. That's what I figured, but I just want to be sure. So I will make the call. Power leadership, sidekick, and fighting together. 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I need 5. And reinforced suit. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus to make the call. So those cards all together will give me Liara. Oh, he's gone. Wesley disappeared at the end of the round, so he's gone. Cool. And then Iliara's ability is put one of the cards you used to pay for her under her and trigger all her stuff. So she gets that. Cool. Alright, so now I can't afford Riley, but that's fine. That's all good. I'm going to attack with Iliara. He's now attacking for 4, so Dante is dead. When he dies, discard the top card of your deck. Deal damage to Glorificus equal to the cost of that card. Oh, it has no cost. Thanks. Thanks, Dante. Groovy. Iliara takes point of consequential, and I'll then use Dawny to heal her. Flip to Buffy. And attack for 1, 2. And I'll trigger this. For 3. Cool. Ready. So I still got Riley, but he's going to have to wait for a sec. He's not that important just yet. Just yet. Okay, so 1 threat. Instead of putting a threat, we do a thing. It is a minion, so we get a vampire. There we go. Calorificus will activate. She's attacking now, so we have to take a point off of here. She's attacking. Buffy doesn't have any defense cards, so she will defend. So 5 plus 2 is 7, so I take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is a lot. And then this guy attacks for 2. I'll just take it. We get an encounter card. Oh, because Glorificus damaged the person, she gets a counter. Get an encounter card. Mind Drain. Treat an ally as an enthralled minion. Well, that is unfortunate. That is bad. Because she is now a baddie. Oh, that is awful. Well, this is good. I'm actually good. I'm happy with this because some bad things are actually happening. It really was a cakewalk the previous couple of playtests, but now this is horrible. This is terrible. Okay. All right. Okay. That's fine. We're all good here. I was about to just bump her up too. Thank God I didn't do that. I was going to give her a side eye. I was going to give her a reinforced suit. I was just going to go to town. But luckily that didn't happen. So I will sidearm and reinforce suit to put in Riley, and then game time we'll put in Slayer. Donnie will ready me. And I've got to start taking some of these guys down, otherwise I'm in deep trouble. So 2, 3, 4. She's still alive because she's got +2 hit points. And then Riley will ready me, and I'll take her out because I'm not having her used against me. Wait. Ooh. Oh. I forgot about that. Should I have killed the vampire first? Because she goes to 0-0. Oh, that's fine. She's dead anyway. I'll kill her off. I then technically get a free card. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother getting a free card. It's pointless. Because I'm about to reset anyway. And I don't have Willow to cast it for me. So there's no point. I'm going to stay up. Which is probably not smart. But let's see what happens. Actually, no, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm going to stay up. Let's see what happens. I got a defense card. Yay! Alright. So, it's not the end of the world. Villain. Okay, we do get a minion, and it's one of her worshipper guys. So this one's, when defeated, place a clue counter on main scheme 1B. So, yes, the mechanic is working. She activates. Take it for counter because she's attacking. I will defend. I'm defending for 3. Plus 2. So I'm defending for 5. Defending for 5. Boom. She still hits me for 2. She does 7 points of damage. She gets a counter because she hit me. Then the vampires hit me for 2, and then he hits me for 1. No. I'm going to protect the innocent for 2 of that damage, just so I don't get annihilated. Okay, cool. Okay. So... Oh, I think I've just found something that doesn't work. One, she should have a tough card status card. I've missed that. And also, wait a minute. What if I had cancelled? She didn't have this. She used it to attack. When Glorificus would activate, remove 1 mental energy counter here. If this cannot occur, cancel activation and place a mental energy counter here. But it did occur. It did occur. If I then cancel that damage... Wait. I've done something wrong. If I cancel that damage, she doesn't get anything. Which means she'll never be able to activate ever again until she gets a card that gives her a counter. I think I have found a problem. Let's say I don't defend. I was on 6. I don't defend. I just cancel her entire attack. What did she do? 7, and I can cancel 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I still get hit. Even if I defended, I would still get hit. So that's good. She gets a counter. So it's not completely broken. But if it'd been Spidey, he would have cancelled everything. If I had one more support, it would have cancelled everything. Oof. Anyway, Vampire hits me, he hits me. Getting counter card. Worshipped. When revealed, discard cards from the counter deck until a worship minion is discarded. Reveal that minion. Put it into play, engage with you. There we go. There's a worshipper. Dock. Place 1 mental energy counter on mental instability. Okay, there you go. It's working. It still exists though. That problem still exists. What happens if that doesn't happen? Basically, she can't activate. Anyway, Doc comes in with toughness. And it specifically says when revealed. So when revealed, put a mental... Okay, mental energy counter. Okay, so she's building up the mental energy now. I think I'll still have to address that problem. What happens if she doesn't? Oh well. Okay, so a lot going on. Let's strength to bring in Jenny. Draw a card. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's... I don't have my piercing card, so let's Jenny to knock off the tough, and then Sisterhood of Slayers and Suit Up will Slayer kick Doc to death. We put a clue counter on Find the Key. And we get a free card. Okay, that's a bummer. Then Buffy can hit and kill Dreg. So 1, 2, 3. Well, it's actually technically 4. Get a clue counter. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. This is so exciting. Dawny can ready Buffy, who can then attack this time for 2. Oh no, he'll survive. You know what? I'm gonna keep Dreg alive. Do 1, 2, 3, 4 to this guy in the first hit, and then Dawny will ready me, and then I'll kill him. Because he'll just heal anyway, so there's no point. So it took 2 hits to get him, but I still got him in the end. I still got Dreg to deal with. I'm going to ready with Riley. I'm going to flip, and I'm going to heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I flip to this form, both my supports are ready. And I'm going to use those 2 to heal 2 from Dawn. And then, yeah, I'll stay in Alter Ego. Let's get some cards. Okay, there's Willow, which is good. Threat doesn't happen. We get a minion instead. Sweet. There you go. That's happened. And then she activates. She loses a counter, but she is scheming. She schemes for 4. Holy crap. So 4 gets discarded. No minions. 4 cards, no minions. Wow. Oh, yes, I did. What am I talking about? It's a vampire right there in front of me. It's so weird. It throws me off because it's the comic art instead of the show art, screenshots. It just throws me off a bit. All right. She didn't damage me, so she doesn't get another instability counter. It is what it is. We then get then these guys activate. So 2. Yep, there's another minion. So then he activates for 1. Another minion. And then she activates for 2. Another minion. Alright, I've got some minions. Got some minions to deal with here. Right. Okay. I know I said before that she doesn't care about minions, but 6 is a lot. 6 is a lot. Okay. Let's get 1, 2, 3 to get Tanya out. And then she is going to hit for 3. And take out this guy. Then Jackson's back. Says, "All right, I'm here. The stream can continue." I hope it was a nice shower. Okay. Well, this guy's meant to come in with toughness. Missed that. And this guy said, "Give another Knight of Byzantium minion a tough. If this cannot occur, take 2 indirect damage." Oh wait, no, they were discarded, so he wasn't revealed. So that's fine. The when reveal doesn't happen. It's good. All right. Yeah, let's discard, put it into play. All right. Okay, this is a lot of minions. Do I use Dawn to ready? I don't know. Let's wreck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up to full. Flip. Dawny will ready me. Okay. I need to kill stuff. I need to kill stuff. Can I kill the vampire? Not having wait, that says after you defeat it. Okay, right. Let's kill him. Slayer training so that I can kill him. He's dead. Place a clue counter. I get a free card because he's a demon. Oh man. Willow is the better. I need the scythe. Not having the scythe is bad. I'm gonna ready using Riley. And I guess I have to kill one of the others. Well, Jenny will just kill this guy. Discard the top card of your deck. Deal damage to Glorificus equal to the cost of that card. Nothing. Oh my god. That's twice. Twice in a row now. Twice in a row I haven't gotten the trigger. That's insane. And then Buffy will then just kill this one. There's a clue counter. Okay. I think that's all the shenanigans I can do. Now I could... I don't want to lose my scythe though. I need Willow. Not having Willow makes my heart hurt. Alright. She's in. And I could technically ready. Hey! Hey now! I should have put her in and then hit the vampire twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I'm going to do that. You can stay. I'm going to take a clue off. I'm going to say I put Willow in, who readied me, and then I hit the vampire twice. So, sayonara. Okay. That's a little better. That makes me feel better now. Ready. I'm at full health. Okay. Let's see how we go. 5 cards. I've got a defense card. Sweet. So that'll take care of Glory's attack. Mr. Pointy will give me piercing. Alright, sweet. Alright, so a threat would normally go in here, but it can't. So discard. Nothing. Glory activates. So take one off of here. She is attacking. I'm going to take it because I'm going to defend the innocent. She hits me for 6. I can defend for 3, 4, 5, 6. So blink. Full defense. Full defense means that she doesn't get a counter. So that takes care of that. But this guy then hits me for 3. 1, 2, 3. And this guy hits me for... Oh, girl. Let's technically go girl. 1. We then get a counter. Sorry, an encounter card. Enthralled. Treat attached allies and enthralled minion. There you go. Attached minion scheme is equal to a spring thwart. Does not take consequential damage. When revealed, attached to an ally you control. Without enthrall attached. Attached ally engages control. If this cannot occur, this card can search. That is really sucky. That sucks. Although she'll still trigger her. Oh no, text box is blank. Oh man. So that means I miss out. Even if I kill her off, I don't get to trigger her ability. That sucks. Okay, let's Fred. Get a card. Willow plus Scooby's Forever will give me Mr. Pointy. Okay. I'm going to kill Senyea because how dare she go up against me? She doesn't trigger her ability, but at least she's dead. She doesn't trigger my free card though because she's not demon, undead, vampire, or zombie. So I now need to ready with Riley. Fred will knock the tough off. Oh no, I've got piercing now, so I'll just attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. Go straight through the piercing. So I don't need to knock the piercing off. Why do I need? I don't need Fred to knock the piercing off. It's fine. You can just kick back, Fred. It's fine. And then ready with Dawn, and then finish him off. He's a demon, so it triggers my free card, which doesn't really mean anything. In fact, I didn't even really need to grab that. Mr. Pointy will just kill this guy. Oh, it's not a vampire, so it does 1. Mr. Pointy will do 1, and then Fred will do the other one. On your Fred. Dead. We got a clue counter. Okay, I didn't need to draw that card. That was pointless. Absolutely pointless. Alright. Okay, alright, my deck out. Get a counter card and get 3 cards. Okay, cool. Got a defense card, that's great. Threat would go on here, so I can't, so that means we discard a card, and Glory activates. She's attacking. I'm going to defend. Not going to defend. I'm just going to protect the innocent. So 5, 6, 7. If this card resolves during an undefended attack, put vampire into play, engage with you. Well, it is technically undefended because it didn't do anything, but I successfully protect the innocent. She doesn't get a counter now. So this is what I wanted to see happen. What happens if she doesn't get a counter? She can't activate. What if she never activates? So I want to see what happens here. But anyway, he's coming to play, so he gets to activate. So he will attack. I will defend with Fred. Sorry, Fred. And we get another encounter card. So we've got 2 to deal with. The first one is another vampire. Comes in with toughness. And Dracula, the Lord of the Vampires. Villainous, mesmerizing. Dracula cannot be attacked by characters with a scheme of 1 or less. Luckily, I have Willow, which means I now have 2. After Dracula attacks and damages a character, he heals X damage. 226. Look at him. What a legend. Okay, my turn. Yeah, well, I think this is fairly obvious choice to bring Angel out, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to do something else. I want to although I could get him out cheap. I could get him out cheap. Willow would pay for some of it. I think it's the smart choice. Although if I do fighting together, I could actually do 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage and take something out. I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip. going to flip, wreck 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to use Willow to pay for fighting together, which flips and readies me. And then I do 4 points of point of damage for each Scooby I control, which is 3, 4. Counting Buffy herself, so 4 onto Drac. You know, screw that guy. And then Mr. Pointy would take him out. Bye, Dracula. He's a vampire, so I'll get a free card. Okay. Okay. Attack for 4. Straight through the tough. Riley will ready me, and then I'll hit again. Dead. I mean, I'm taking care of the minions. It's not an issue taking care of the minions, but I haven't hit her. I've hit her once. Actually, I don't think it was even me. I think it was Sayo who did it. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's going to take forever because I can't get through to her because I have to keep taking care of these assholes. I think this is too punishing. I think it should say, put the first minion discarded this way into play. Not just put every minion discarded this way. Because that's a lot. Yeah. I think there's precedence for that. I think there's a card that says put first minion into play. I'm sure of it. Let me look it up. This Marvel Champions CDB is just a godsend for all custom creators. I'm telling you now, it's absolutely brilliant. The first minion. No. Is that not the terminology? Discarded this way? Discarded this way. Oh man, my typing is bad. It's so terrible. Okay, there's quite a lot of those. This is not very exciting television. For each resource discarded this way. I'm sure there's precedence for it. I'll have to look it up later. But it should say the first minion. No, I think it's... What is it? I think it's infiltration. The infiltration says discard cards and put one of the minions discarded this way into play with you. I don't think it says the first minion. I think it says just put one of the minions. Let's just have a look at infiltration. Infiltration. Yeah. Remove one threat from the scheme for each card discarded this way. Put one minion discarded this way into play, engaged with you. There you go. There you go. I'll change it to be something like that. Okay, where was I? I killed a bunch of people. I complained that I can't get through to her. I'm still technically my turn, so I will use these 3 to put Angel into play. And then... Oh, there's no point in him attacking. I'll attack. Oh, there's no point. Actually, I'll ready with Dawn. Buffy will hit for 2, go straight through the tough. And then this guy has no guard, so Angel will attack her directly. 1, 2, 3. Take consequential. Alright, cool. There's no point attacking him because he's just going to heal. Okay, ready. I'm at full health. Have an ally. I don't know why I put Riley in. I should have put Spike in. I mean, he's cooler anyway. Okay, so threat would normally go in here, but it can't. We get a minion. Right, so here we go. This is the problem now. She can't activate. If this not occur, cancel activation and place one mental energy counter here. So I guess that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it does say to put a counter on. I mean, I did make it so that it puts a counter on if she can't activate. So at worst, you would get one activation where it gets cancelled because you don't have a counter, and then she gets a counter. It does become a problem though. Does it become a problem though with multiple players? I'm gonna have to playtest it with multiple people, like a 4-player game, or a 2, 3, 4 player. Hopefully I can rope some people into playing with me because I don't want to do that on my own, but it has to be tested that way. Okay, so she cancels that activation. I should have flipped down. If she was cancelling the activation, I should have flipped down. Damn, if I was a better player, I would have flipped down. But she gets a counter. But then these guys activate. I didn't grab any cards. Like an idiot. Okay. No defense card. So I guess I'll just take it. I've got 13 hit points. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we get an encounter card, and it is the villain schemes. Okay, this is interesting. She schemes for 1 plus 2 is 3. And then because she schemes for 3, she gets 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 discarded. And it is only 1, so I guess it works out. Orlando, so he comes in, so it's a discard, so the insight thing doesn't trigger, but he comes in for me. Alright, back to me. Let's put Slayer training. We'll pay for Slayer training onto Angel. He gets +1 thwart. +1 attack and +1 hit point. So let's take it. I want to take out one of the vampires. So 1, 2. Wait. Oh, piercing gives me double. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's double, so dead. I really want to change the picture on this card. It irritates me. I love the picture. I think it's great, but it just doesn't fit the mood. Like the actual tone of the game just doesn't really work. So anyway, he's dead, so I get a free card. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Give me a card. That is outrageous. Ugh. I was hoping for something I could play. Something. Put something into play. Oh, that's terrible. That really irritates me. Okay. Well, let's just kill everything else. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Piercing double, so vampire's dead. And then ready. 1, 2. Actually, you know what? I'll do 1 with Mr. Pointy first, and then Buffy will take him out. So I had to do that. Yep. So when defeated, discard a top card of your deck, deal damage to Glorificus equal to that amount. She hasn't got tough, has she? No. Okay, good. Oh, what have I done? Team training. See, so that would have been handy. I could have put it into play. Anyway, I do 2 points of damage. Alright, we're actually finally getting some damage out. I'm ready with Willow. Do another 2. And then Angel will do 1, 2, 3. Take a consequential. Okay, ready. Do I need all these cards? I don't think I need this many resources. If I throw this away and I get Iliara in my next hand, I'm gonna be so pissed. Let's see what happens. Oh, thank God. That would have been so annoying. Alright, threat comes on here. We don't get any, obviously, so it's a minion. She then activates. We lose a counter. She activates with an attack. I'm going to use Protect the Innocent, which will defend me for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I'm fine. Boom! 7! I successfully defend. So I successfully defend, so she doesn't get a counter again. Okay, cool. I think I need to adjust that. I think I need to adjust this. That's another activation where she just doesn't do anything. Boink. I mean, it's pure luck that I got my defense cards, but there's other people that get defense cards and all that sort of jazz. Okay. See, coming, guard, toughness. Okay. Alright. What have I got? Ready and heal. He's not a vampire. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take him out. Piercing will just go straight through, and I'll have to slay a training to do it. So he goes out. He's dead. We get a clue counter on here. Okay, so next round it will trigger the gift. So that'll be interesting. I got a free card because I'm a slayer. Okay. Is there somebody worth grabbing? There's 11 cards in here. Is there anybody in here? Fred? No. Although next round it will trigger the gift. And stage 2, which has threat. Is it worth grabbing Fred? Or is it better just to kick the crap out of her? You know what? I think I'm actually just going to kick the crap out of her. Genius. We'll do Slayer Kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 4 is 9. Boom. Alright, I knock her into stage 3. She gets tough. Hit points are 26. Okay. After she attacks, got tough. She schemes for 2, attacks for 6. And that wasn't enough because it was 8. It wasn't 8. It was 7, right? 4. No, it was 9. Oh, what happens first? I hit her for 9. Forced response after she sees 8 damage from a single attack. So I hit her for 9. Does she trigger Ben? She would trigger Ben, but she's now dead. So she goes to stage 2. So I don't go. I'm in stage 3. So I don't go to stage 3 Ben. Surely he doesn't start on this side because of the force response from there. It would be 9 points of damage, flips, then you deduct the 9 points of damage. She is dead. She moves to a new stage. I'm sure that's how it would work. I'm sure she comes in as Glory. That makes the most sense. Otherwise, that's just silly. So she comes in. She's got 26 hit points. Alright. I'm still going. Let's see what I can do. I'm going to ready with Buffy. And then hit her with piercing for 2. I'm going to hit her with Angel. 1, 2, 3. Takes a consequential. I'm going to game time. ready and heal him for 1, and then attack again for 3. That decks her out. She gets an acceleration token. Then I'm going to flip. No. I'm gonna ready first using Riley. Actually, I'm going to say Willow is the one that... Oh, no, it doesn't make any difference. I'm going to ready with Riley, then flip. Then, when I flip, the support's ready. Dawny's going to heal Angels for 2. And then I'm going to wreck 1, 2, 3, 4. And then make the call is going to fighting together, which readies me, flips and readies me. And then I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buffy may be a little OP. Well, that card specifically might be a little OP. I need to look into that. So then I'll attack for 2. I really should have Spike. Riley's doing nothing for me. Ready. Now that's my last one. I can only do 3 around. So that was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is my last one. Attack for 2. So I can't use Willow to ready again. Alright. Boink. I should have like a little counter somewhere that counts how many there was. Get some cards. Okay. Alright. Boom. If there is at least 4 clue counters here, advance to stage 2A. Huzzah! This is exciting. I haven't seen this happen before. Oh, wait. The interrupt should happen first. The interrupt should definitely happen first. When threat would be placed here. Yeah. So I still should have done this. It's not a minion. And then done this. So, there we go. Alright, so, boom, done, and then the big day! Glory's victims have finished building the tower for the sacrifice ritual, and Dawn is at the top. Can you reach her in time to save her and the world? When revealed, search the encounter deck discard pile for Doc. Reveal him and put him into play engaged with the first player. Search. Doc. Comes in with toughness. Alright. And then... Boom. When revealed, find the gift side scheme and put it into play. 3 per player. The key has been found and is taken to the tower for sacrifice. If the ritual is completed, the world is doomed to hell. When defeated, the first player chooses an ally or hero in play and removes them from the game. If this cannot occur, the players lose the game. I didn't follow my own advice. I actually have a little note up here saying, so there was no point healing Angel because I need to actually sacrifice him now. So really, I should have made the call Fred so that I could then sacrifice her. But that didn't happen. So instead, I'm an idiot and Angel is now removed from the game. That is unfortunate. If this cannot occur, the players lose the game. If I was smarter, I would have paid attention to that. Damn. Damn. Okay, alright, well, that is what it is. That's in play. Comes in with 1. It has a threshold of 5. I basically now can't flip down. Because otherwise she'll scheme out and that'll be the end of it. So... Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Although as a bonus, though, she doesn't have a token. Oh, no. Let's say place 2 mental energy counters on mental energy. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yay! I was smart enough to figure that out. Great. She activates. She's attacking. I don't have a defense card. I will... I will defend. Otherwise, I mean, bloody hell. 6 plus 1, 7. I defend for 3, so 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She hit me, so she gets a counter. Doc will then hit me for 3. Then we get this. When revealed, he actually put another counter on. So either way, she had counters, so that's good. Feed. When revealed, place 1 mental energy counter on mental instability. Blank. Take X indirect damage where X is equal to the number of mental energy counters of mental instability to a max of 4. Oh, yeah, that's 5, so I'll take the 4. My turn. That is bad. Very bad. Suit up and sidearm. No. Yeah, suit up and strength. We'll pay for Senya. Let's hope she doesn't betray me this time. Sidearm, we'll pay for sidearm. Dawny will ready me, and I will pierce right through his stuff for 2, 3, 4. And then Mr. Pointy will take him out. When he dies, we put a thing on the scheme, but it's not scheme 1B, so do not have to worry about that. And then Senya will attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2. No. No. She should have had a tough. So first, let's ready with Riley and attack with piercing for 3. Let's take that out. And then Senya hits her for 4. She's down to 2. Then I'll ready with Willow and take her out. I think the problem here is not that the scenario is bad, is that I think I've worked out most of the kinks. I think the problem here is Buffy is just too strong. She has an answer for everything, and that's a bit of a problem. I think I might swap to Spidey. Yeah, I'm going to swap to Spidey and see if I can... I'll have to think about Buff. Because at first glance she doesn't appear that powerful, but once you get her going, once she has her toolkit out, it's pretty much game. I mean, she has an answer for everything you need to do, which is good. I mean, that's cool, but it's not. I mean, when I just beat, I mean, I guess in the end I did beat. She beat her in the show as well. Well, actually, no, she sacrifices herself so that Dawny lives, but still, yeah. I think I need to change to an official hero and do it again. I also need to get rid of Riley because he annoys me and change to Spike. And that would have been game over far, far sooner. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Jackson, hope you had a good shower. My 2B hero would love all these minions. Cool. I can't imagine a person who you could ask to see if they're up for playing some games with you. Cool. That'd be good. It'd be good to have you on. Let's run Glory through her chops. Let's see how it goes. Cash for jumping on before. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe. I might possibly be back again later on for another playtest. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. If not, have a good one. Take care. As always, please make sure that you tell the people that you love them as often as you can. You never know when you're not going to be able to do that. Take care, everybody. Ciao for now.